Today I want to take a look at Ftmo, the prop trading firm, and my journey to becoming a funded trader. Hit that subscribe button and let's get going. So for those of you new to prop trading firms, essentially they're allowing you to have a significant amount of capital which you would trade on their behalf. They will take all the risk and you will keep a percentage of the profits. Now with Ftmo, they have a two-stage verification process. You need to go through the challenge and the verification. Both these challenges have a clear set of rules and they are very, very simple to follow. If you're able to pass the challenge and the verification, then you become an Ftmo trader and you're able to trade with real money and get paid on a monthly basis. The most popular level seems to be the $100,000 mark. So let's look at what the criteria is for that. Initially, it costs €540 to be entered into the challenge. And for that, you need to hit a profit target of 10%, so $10,000. You are not allowed to go anywhere below $10,000 loss. So even if you've made 105, you could drop back down to 90. On any one particular day, you're not allowed to have a loss more than $5,000. If you're trading with correct risk management rules, this should not become a problem. And you need to complete that within 30 days, of which you need to be trading for 10 of those days. Some people are able to pass this in 1 or 2 days, and therefore the remaining 8 days they just place very, very small trades to get that 10 days. The verification phase on paper seems a little bit easier because you have twice as long to complete the challenge, so 60 days to complete, and you only have to make half the amount of profit, so only 5% return on the capital. The second step of the challenge is the verification, which does seem a lot easier to start with because you have twice the amount of time and only need to make half the amount of profit, so 5% return on the £100,000 account. If you are successful at this stage, then what happens, Ftmo will give you access to a $100,000 trading account, of which you still need to adhere to the rules, so you can't have any drawdown on any particular day more than $5,000 and overall loss of $10,000 on the account. At the end of each month, they go through a profit split scheme where you get 70% of the profits made. I became aware of Ftmo about a year ago and did some of their demo challenges just to get used to the rules and the platform before going on to the full challenge itself. Over that period of time, I was able to complete the challenge on a number of occasions, but always managed to fail at the verification. So in October last year, I decided to give it one more go to become a funded trader, and these are my results. So this is the step 1, which is the challenge stage, where you need to make 10% return. So as you can see, the equity curve started off very, very smooth before it had a small drawdown and then recovered from that one. At this point in time, I had a huge spike down. That was coincided with the COVID vaccine coming out and the market's going absolutely crazy. But fortunately, the following day, I managed to get back onto a short on gold and recover all of that. And at that point, I was able to make the 10% return. So you can see here I completed it in 17 days. I had a few days to spare on the challenge itself. My maximum daily loss was close to the limit allowed of the 5% maximum, but by having good risk management and stop losses in place, I managed to avoid that one. My maximum loss was £240, which occurred right at the very beginning on the first trade where it went into a negative before going into a positive. And as we can see from the equity curve, at no point did I drop below the original starting point. And you can see we hit the profit target of the 10%. What's good with the Ftmo platform is it gives you lots more information around your trading as well. So we can see from the analysis here, I completed in 48 trades with a win percentage of 89.5%. My philosophy was to go for small steady gains throughout the whole process. So when a trade was getting into profit, I was taking it potentially too early. I could have let a lot of these run and made better returns and possibly completed earlier, but I wanted to make sure that I didn't fail this one, and so therefore took longer and smaller trades. And as I said before, this was my one big trade towards the end which got me over the line, which was a big short on gold. So this is my verification, which was a lot more troublesome. I think personally I could see the end goal in sight and was focused more on the end goal rather than actually the process of achieving it. So when we look at the equity curve, it was very up and down, very spiky. And the first few days up and down, and then I got onto a very, very good roll and got very close to achieving the profit target. I think I was a bit within about 0.5% of achieving it, and then mentally I was so close to the finish line that it all went wrong. Same thing again, I recovered all the way back up to almost the same point, and it went wrong again. Round about this point, I was just determined not to let it fail, and just focused on consistent trades, smaller profits, less risk, and getting over the finish line. So you can see here, completed in 37 days, which, considering it was half the profit objective of only 5% of the challenge phase, it took me twice as long to make half the profit. But again, with the risk management rules, I didn't get too close to the maximum daily loss, and the maximum loss was well within the 10%. So as before, the win rate was very high, 83%, but again, this is made up of lots of smaller trades. Unfortunately, the losing trades tend to be a lot bigger, and therefore when you look at the average loss to the average profit, it is well out of balance. So we can see here most of my losses occurred if I was placing trades at 5 o'clock, so after the UK close, and here around about 9 o'clock, so again just after the markets have opened in the UK. The lesson to learn from this one is don't rush into trades too early in the morning, and at the end of the day, don't start placing any stupid trades. Again here, the trade volumes are very consistent, predominantly around half or one lot size on the majority of the trades. And we'll see here that my most profitable instrument was gold, making just over £4,000 here, but unfortunately the FTSE trades I was placing made nearly a £2,000 loss. So overall it was a fairly balanced trading and could have been a lot better. So now I'm a fully funded trader through Ftmo. I have access to a £70,000 trading account. So my objective is not to rush at it too quickly and to grow that quite steadily over the next coming months. So my first profit split is going to be on the 5th of February, and I'll definitely do a video on that one and share it with all you guys. Hopefully that's been of some help, and if you've got any questions, put a comment down below and I'll get back to you.